Thank you, Min. Before we kick off this session, I again want to remind folks to use the Slido link below, as doing so will allow us to match your attendance with your pre-registration, again, in order to send you the attendee kit as well as prizes you may win, and allow you to submit questions for the live Q&A sessions. Now, I recognize that everyone is eager to learn all about the nitty-gritty details of how you would integrate Razer Gold, but I would first like to take this time to talk more about Razer Gold itself and really highlight the reasons why you want to integrate and enable Razer Gold. Now, Razer Gold is not only one of the largest virtual credits for gamers in the world, as Min mentioned earlier, but Razer Gold is also the largest monetization network for emerging markets. As you can imagine, that provides a huge opportunity to support, service, and monetize these markets. Now, first, let's define what is meant by emerging markets. Now, I'm talking about markets such as Southeast Asia, Latin America, Middle East and Africa, and South Asia, including countries like India. Now, based on the 2020 Global Games Market Report, these markets alone were estimated to generate $18.5 billion US dollars. Now, these markets also have more than 1.2 billion gamers and growing at an average rate of 19%. The other key piece of information to point out is that the median age in these emerging markets is 28. We believe that gamers of this age are more willing to spend money on games, which is why Razer Gold is so important to companies wanting to monetize and facilitate that for these gamers. Now, let's break down the challenges that are present in the emerging markets. First, a large portion of the population are unbanked. And what this means is that cash is the primary method for buying goods and services. Second, these markets have very low credit card penetration, with LATAM and MENA both under 20% and Southeast Asia under 10%. The third challenge is that there's a huge need for localization due to the diversity in languages and cultures. Another thing to keep in mind is that you really want to be able to transact in local currencies. Lastly, you also need to comply with every country's regulations. Now, when you take a step back, you can see and understand the complexities that exist in these regions, including things that we sometimes take for granted. A lot of challenge requires a lot of work. So, we've covered the challenges of emerging markets. Now let's talk about solutions. How can Razer Gold help? Let me start by saying that the Razer Gold team has done their homework and the needed groundwork, which is why we are the largest independent virtual credit for games and entertainment in the world. First part of the solution is all about accessibility. We have been able to enable over 5 million online and offline channel touchpoints that make it easily accessible to users. We recognize that there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to payment methods. So we are offering alternative payment methods that are preferred in those respective regions. These can include methods such as digital wallets, bank transfers, physical gift cards, point of sales machines, kiosks, direct carrier billing, etc. Another area of concern we have heard from partners are about fraud and chargebacks and the overall cost to their business. We are able to offer 100% fraud and chargeback protection. That even means our partners get 100% of the payment, even if the user files a chargeback. Lastly, we looked internally and integrated support for our loyalty program, Razer Silver, to really put our exclamation mark on the platform. This allows users to get Razer Silver for spending Razer Gold and then redeeming those points for Razer products, digital content, gift cards, and many more items. We will talk about Razer Silver later in the conference. Now, we mentioned localization before, and we meant it. And we are now localized in 10 languages. And from a local currency perspective, we are able to transact in 19 local currencies. Again, another example of listening to the regional needs and challenges and addressing them. As I said, we did the work. Now, we know what Razer Gold is and how Razer Gold helps solve the challenges that exist in these emerging markets. So let's take that next step and go into some detail as to how Razer Gold works. Let's start with the 5 million offline channels that Razer Gold offers and break them down from globally to regionally. We have 1.9 physical channels covering North and South America. We have 1.3 million covering Europe, Turkey, and the Middle East Africa region. We have 1.2 million covering Southeast Asia and 600,000 covering the rest of the Asia Pacific region. As you can see, Razer Gold offers great regional coverage around the world in order to be as accessible and convenient as possible for gamers. So, what do we mean by physical channel anyway? Well, we mean each physical location that Razer Gold can be purchased. As you can see, we not only cover popular and well-known in the regions convenience stores, see, convenient is kind of in the name, such as 7-Eleven, Family Mart, which is one of my personal favorites when I'm traveling overseas, and Lotus. And we are also looking at local consumer electronic chains and e-commerce marketplaces such as Best Buy and Lazada. But we didn't stop there. We also offer coverage in department stores and drugstores such as Walmart, CVS, Dollar General, and Target. Again, these activations are fully localized in 10 languages and covering 19 local currencies, again, based on regional needs. Now that we've covered how Razer Gold works with its 5 million offline channels, let's dig deeper even further and review the various offline methods that are available within Razer Gold for gamers to purchase Razer Gold. Now, the goal of these methods are all about converting fiat currency into digital credit as convenient as possible. I think everyone has come across the first option, point of sale cards. We've all seen them. I know I have. We work closely with major partners such as Incom and Blackhawk to bring our Razer Gold cards to convenience stores and consumer electronic chains around the world. The second method is Razer Gold PIN codes, also known as PIN on receipt. Now, these are very common in regions such as Southeast Asia and the Middle East. This allows gamers to pay cash over the counter and receive the Razer Gold PIN on the receipt. And the third method are kiosks. Kiosks are commonly found in Southeast Asia, which allows Razer Gold gamers to select a amount of Razer Gold to reload into their wallet and pay with bank cards. Now, for all these methods, the PIN received by the user can then be redeemed into their Razer Gold wallet and used for payments at their convenience. Now, we've covered all the offline methods and channels. Let's review the offline channels available for Razer Gold. Up until now, some of you might have thought that Razer Gold was strictly all about digital currency itself, but that would be incorrect. Razer Gold is also a payment gateway. Thus, Razer Gold is able to facilitate payments across a variety of credit cards, both global and local, and e-wallets such as PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, Alipay, WeChat Pay, to name a few. But we didn't stop there. We recognize that for some users, they prefer to use direct carrier billing. So we've worked with carriers around the world to bring them onto our platform and enable that channel as well. Of course, people also do like to use their existing bank accounts directly. So we've worked with banks around the world to enable that method too. All in all, the Razer Gold team has done the work that is needed in order to bring as many payment methods, offline and online alike, to the Razer Gold platform and be able to offer that to you today. Also, another reminder, these activations are fully localized in 10 languages and cover 19 local currencies, again, based on regional needs. Now, as been mentioned earlier, Razer Gold is supported by more than 34,000 games and entertainment titles. Here's a selection of the development and publishing partners that have partnered with Razer Gold for some of those titles, including Blizzard Entertainment, whom Daniel will reference later in this session, MiHoYo, Moonton, and Tencent Games. Now, I know I've talked a lot so far and discussed not only the challenges of emerging markets, but overall solutions that Razer Gold offers. Well, that is the extent of my knowledge, so I would like to now hand it over to my colleague, Daniel Ong, Associate Director, Engineering Services, to go into the greater details of integrating and enabling Razer Gold.
Thank you, Justin. Hi, I'm Daniel from the Razer Gold and Silver engineering team. I'll be going through the Razer Gold payment user experience as well as the technical integration. So how does the Razer Gold payment journey looks like? So typically we have two types of payment flow: the online payment flow and the PIN redemption flow. The online payment flow is typically like the credit card hoster payment page, where the user goes to your website and selects to pay with Razer Gold, then selects the in-game item that they want to purchase. Next, the user is redirected to the payment page to sign in to their account and completes the payment. After that, they will be redirected back to your website, and the in-game item is delivered to the user's game account. So at that, during the payment page, if the wallet does not have enough credits, the user can reload the wallet by using one of the online payment channels or by redeeming the Razer Gold PIN bought from one of the offline stores that Justin has talked about. And once the wallet is reloaded, the user completes the payment. Next, we'll be talking about the PIN redemption flow. So in this flow, the user goes to your site and selects to pay with Razer Gold PIN. However, they don't have to select the in-game items. Instead, they will be redirected to the Razer Gold page to redeem the PIN. So the user has to enter the PIN and the serial number of the gift cards that they bought from offline stores. Then once the redemption is completed, you'll be notified the amount that the user has redeemed. For example, like US $50. Then you'll deliver $50 worth of in-game credits to the user. The flow is more relevant to in-game credits purchases, where it's easier to map the Razer Gold PIN denominations to the in-game credits. Let's take a look at how the Razer Gold experience is like on our merchant website, Blizzard. Let's say I want to top up my Blizzard's Battle.net account. Then I'll choose to top up with $1. Then I'll enter the $1 here and I'll choose to pay with Razer Gold. Of course, there are other payment methods available in Blizzard, but yes, for this example, let's choose with Razer Gold. Then Blizzard will do some verification. At the same time, Blizzard will also initiate a payment request to our payment gateway API. And once the verification is done on our site, we will return a payment URL. And yes, Blizzard will redirect the user to the payment URL, where I'll need to sign in if I have not signed in, then I'll need to reload the wallet if I don't have enough credits. So I'll check out to complete the payment. Then upon payment success, a notification is sent to Blizzard server and I'll be redirected back to Blizzard's website. So here you go, and $1 is top up to my Blizzard's Battle.net account. Next I want to talk about is the Razer Gold PIN redemption. So I will choose to pay with Razer Gold PIN, and I don't have to enter the amount that I want to top up. From here, I'll be redirected to the Razer Gold redemption page. Where I will need to enter the serial number and the PIN. So in this case, I'm redeeming a Malaysia $10 ringgit PIN, and it is automatically converted to $2.38 US dollars. Once the redemption is successful, I'll be redirected back to Blizzard. And the $2.38 is credited to my BetterNet account. Okay, next we're talking about the payment gateway integration. Okay, so our payment gateway offers you a wide range of online channels to your customers with just one integration. You'll be able to access not only Razer Gold, but also other local online payment methods, like for example, internet banking and gift vouchers from all the other regions that Razer Gold has to offer. Okay, so how to be our partner? First, you can download our integration guide at our Razer developer portal. The link will be provided. Okay, next, you can register your interest to be a Razer Gold partner. After that, we will provide you a sandbox account credentials to start the integration. Okay, the credentials will include application code, which is your unique identifier, as well as a secret key. Okay, once the integration and testings are completed, the production credentials will be provided to go live. It's really that simple. Okay, so next I will go through the payment integration flow. So this is a more technical flow. So for the first, you need to initiate a payment request to our payment gateway endpoint. So once all the verification is done, we will return you the payment URL, right, where your server will redirect the user to our payment page. So once the user signs in, reload the wallet and completes the payment on the checkout page, okay, we will send you a notification to indicate that the payment is successful. And as well as we will redirect the user back to your server. And once you are sure that the payment is completed, you can release the item to the customer. Okay, here are some of the design considerations that you can think of while doing the integration. Okay, first is the host-to-host integration. Make sure the API requests are coming from the backend servers, as we do not allow CORS requests. So please do not call our endpoints from the client side via JavaScript or AJAX call. The secret key is a little secret between us, so do keep it securely. It's used to ensure the requests are indeed coming from you or us. Okay, do register your server's outgoing IP address with us so that only allowed IP addresses can make requests to our payment gateway. Okay, as for the payment notification, when you receive the payment notification, do validate the signature to ensure the data integrity as well as the authenticity. Okay, do validate our IP addresses to ensure the notification is really coming from our servers. Yep. We will keep resending the notification at a 15-minute interval if your server don't respond us with status 200. Okay, this is to ensure the payment notification is indeed delivered to you. Okay. As for the HTTPS, our servers only support HTTPS connection with TLS version 1.2 and above. Okay, for the payment query, when you don't receive a notification from us due to poor network or due to whatever reason, do make a request to our payment query and to get the payment status. Okay, this is to ensure. Okay, this is another request that we have for you to check the payment status. Okay, here is the sample on how to make the payment request to our gateway. Okay, so first you need to send in the payment amount and the currency code. Of course, this is optional if you are doing the PIN redemption flow. Okay, next, you need to send in the channel ID. Okay, it represents the it represents the payment method that you want the users to make payment with, or the payment method that the user chooses to pay with. Okay, so in this case, number 1, channel ID 1 is our Razer Gold wallet, and you can also send channel ID like 11, which is our Malaysia internet banking payment methods. Okay, then next you need to send the return URL, which is the URL that will redirect the user back to when the payment is completed. And of course, the application code, which is your unique identifier, and the signature, which is the signed value of the request payload to ensure data integrity. Okay, as for the response, we will return you the payment URL, which you can redirect the user to complete the payment. Okay, as for the payment notification, okay, payment notification will be sent to the callback URL that is registered with us upon payment successful. Okay, so first, do validate our IP address to ensure the request is really coming from our server, as well as to check the signature to ensure that the data has not been tampered with and the data is indeed coming from us. Okay, you can call the payment query endpoint to get the payment status. Okay, there are a few scenarios that our partners consume this service. Okay, first is like when they are unable to get the payment notification due to network issue, or when they receive the payment notification, they just want to double check the payment status. Or lastly, to reprocess the payment. So when the user doesn't get the in-game items that they're supposed to get, so what they do is they will check the payment status again, and if the payment status is successful, then our partner will deliver the items to the user game's account. Okay, lastly, I will be talking about the signature hash. So signature is the signed value of the request payload. It can be used to verify data integrity and authenticity of the request. Okay, so for step 1, okay, this is the example of the payment notification payload. Then do sort the parameter names in alphabetical order. Then concatenate the values to form the message. Okay, lastly, sign the message with HMAC SHA-256 algorithm to form the signature result. Okay, and remember to send us the signature when making the payment initiation request as well as the payment query request. Okay, so this is actually to really to let us know that the request is indeed from you. Okay, so with here I'll conclude the Razer Gold presentation, and I'll hand over back to Justin. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Now, just a gentle reminder again, if you haven't done so already, or if you just joined us, please use the Slido link below to register your attendance and submit questions for the live Q&A sessions. By registering, it allows us to match your attendance with your pre-registration data, and therefore sending you not only your attendee pack, but also prizes that you might be lucky enough to win. Now that we've covered all things Razer Gold, let's dig into Razer Silver, which was mentioned earlier. Now, Razer Silver is our loyalty rewards programs for gamers. Ultimately, Razer believes deeply in rewarding gamers for taking part and participating in the overall Razer ecosystem. Well, the first question you might be asking is, why did Razer feel the need to create their own loyalty program? Well, that's a good question. The reality is, we felt that there wasn't an existing loyalty program designed from the ground up that focused squarely on the gamer. With that in mind, let's go through some of the competitive advantages that we provide via our loyalty program. Now, as mentioned in the previous session, we are the market leader in emerging markets. That means we are the primary way for game and entertainment companies to monetize in those markets, such as Southeast Asia, Latin America, and Middle East Africa. By integrating with Razer, it increases the exposure of our partner companies to the gamers in those markets. Another advantage to Razer Silver is that it's a great user acquisition and engagement tool, and we understand how valuable this is to our partners. Razer Silver not only offers better cost per user acquisition, it also helps retain users, who in turn help attract new users, result in even further new user acquisition for our partners. If you remember what Min talked about, you might recall that he highlighted the size of our gaming community, 100 million gamers. Our partners get to reach out to that gaming community, again, the largest in the world, when they integrate with us, along with access to the Razer's user base. That is a powerful reach indeed. Now, what would a great program like Razer Silver be without great marketing support? The Razer Silver marketing team provides both offline and online marketing support by collaborating with our partners to develop and implement customized marketing strategies for different markets. After all, every market is different. This helps ensure that our partners obtain visibility higher than the rest within those markets and get the recognition that the brand deserves. Another key part of every relationship is trust. Razer is a trusted brand, trusted company, and trusted partner in this industry. We have earned this trust by working with industry leaders worldwide from our inception. We currently have over 2,000 game titles and rewards on the Razer Gold and Silver platform. Last but not least, Razer Silver is simply easy to integrate. How easy, you ask? Some might say super easy. Some partners have actually completed this integration with Razer Silver in a few days. This is because our partners only have to integrate one API to gain access to all the benefits of Razer Silver. It is that easy. Now, as mentioned before, Razer Silver is our loyalty program designed for gamers around the world. Now let's dig a little deeper into what Razer Silver is. Now at its core, it's a program that allows users to earn Razer Silver in a variety of ways to then redeem for digital and physical goods. Simple enough. We are not limiting the rewards solely to gaming content either, as we understand that gamers do other things in their life aside from gaming. Thus, with that in mind, the rewards also encompass lifestyle rewards as well as gaming rewards. The primary way for gamers to earn Razer Silver today is by spending Razer Gold online. We have additional ways for users to earn Razer Silver, including using our Razer software, i.e. Razer Cortex via their pay-to-play and squad rewards programs, engaging in the Razer Insider Forum, and via external applications. To date, as Min pointed out in his remarks, over 15 billion Razer Silver has been rewarded and over 600,000 rewards have been redeemed via Razer Silver to date. That is a massive, massive number. So let's talk about how Razer Silver works by walking through the typical Razer Silver journey. The first step is all about earning Razer Silver, which can be done, as I mentioned, by spending Razer Gold, activating via Razer Pay-to-Play and Squad Rewards inside Razer Cortex, completing tasks via a partner's program or website, or on the Razer Gold website itself. In some ways, you can think of earning Razer Silver as completing achievements, just as one commonly does in games. Once the user has all their Razer Silver loot, they can just go to the Razer Silver website, which is on the screen below, to redeem for these items in our Razer Silver catalog. This catalog is updated frequently, thus rewards refresh frequently to ensure that there is something for everyone. After the user redeems the rewards for Razer Silver for the reward items, they will receive a reward code as a receipt via email. Lastly, the user can then redeem those items directly from the website that the voucher codes are associated with. Now, we've talked at a high level about how you can earn Razer Silver, so now it's time to dig into that a little bit more. And let's not forget about the rewarding process works. As mentioned below, the primary way to earn Razer Silver is through spending Razer Gold. This is currently the easiest and fastest route to earn Razer Silver. Essentially, the more you pay with Razer Gold, the more Razer Silver you earn, especially during Razer Gold promotional periods with bonus Razer Silver. But if you recall, we did say that there are other ways as well. One of these ways of engaging is with the Razer Insider forums. Whether you're chatting with fellow insiders or completing tasks on the forums. Generally, these tasks are very simple. For example, you can earn Razer Silver just by keeping your profile updated. Yes, it's that easy. This ultimately rewards the users for engaging with the forum and, by extension, the overall Razer ecosystem. Razer Cortex is also another great option for earning Razer Silver, both on PC and mobile. On Cortex PC, users can earn Razer Silver by participating in the pay-to-play program, as well as teaming up with friends and earning Razer Silver via the Squad reward program. On Cortex Mobile, users can redeem Razer Silver by completing various achievements and activities, such as launching a mobile game, for example, from Razer or from Razer content partners, as well as the aforementioned pay-to-play program, which is also available on mobile. Additionally, you can earn Razer Silver via our Gamma Now partnership, where users who choose to crypto mine with Gamma Now software will earn Razer Silver while the program is running in the background. Finally, as additional partners come on board Razer Silver, then there will be even more ways for users to earn Razer Silver. So far, we've covered earning Razer Silver. Now let's talk about the rewards. Now, our rewards are structured into these categories. The most popular reward categories of the Razer Silver program users gravitate towards are the Razer products from our Razer store. These include gear and accessories, keyboards and consoles, mice and mats, and audio and broadcaster. Now, since they're also gamers, we know that they're also looking for items such as digital gift cards, for example Steam or Battle.net gift cards, and downloadable content from our various software partners, from full games to DLC. I recommend everyone go to the URL on the screen and check out the rewards catalog, and then ask yourself what's in your Razer Silver wallet. Digging deeper into that last pillar, we are growing our content partner list constantly to ensure that we are able to offer our hard-earning Razer Silver users with great in-game content options such as these awesome partners. And as we mentioned, supporting lifestyle users as well as gaming users, we also have a lot of lifestyle and gaming vouchers in the gift card section. And yes, Krispy Kreme is a lifestyle. At least that's what I'm told. Now that I've talked your head off about Razer Silver and the virtues of the Razer Silver loyalty program, I want to hand you off now to Daryl Chew, our Associate Manager, Software Engineering Services, to go into the architecture and integration details for Razer Silver. Take it away, Daryl.
Thanks, Justin. Hi, I'm Daryl, one of the engineers of the Razer Gold and Silver team. I'll be talking about the technical aspect of the Razer Silver system. Let us start with the architecture of the Razer Silver system. The Razer Silver system is made up of 3 pillars with 4 core components. The 3 pillars are points, users, and rewards. In the points pillar, we have the earn service and the partner console. The earn service is the API that our partners integrate with to credit users' Silver wallets. The partner console is a handy administrative portal for our partners. In the users pillar, we have the wallet service. The wallet service handles the expiring of the Razer Silver and holds information of the user. In the rewards pillar, we have the redeem service. The redeem service handles the integration with our reward partners. Let's dive into the details of these components. The first component is earn. The user goes to the engagement site, logs in with Razer ID, and completes a certain activity. Thereafter, the partner's backend service makes a request to the Razer Silver Earn API to credit Silver into the user's wallet. The partner displays the Earn Successful message to the user, and the user can view the total Razer Silver accumulated on their account summary page. The next component we have is Partner Console. It is a useful administrative tool for the partner to view reports, search transactions, refresh their secret key, and view the engagement level of their ongoing events or promotions. With the reports available on the partner console, you can see how your promotion is performing, better assess your ROI, better budget, and plan future promotions or events. The next component we have is Wallet. All Razer Silver earn expires within 12 months. All Razer Silver wallets have a 300,000 balance limit. The World Service handles the expiry of the Razer Silver by expiring the oldest credits first, and we never allow Silver wallet balance to go below 0. Finally, we have the Redeem component. As mentioned before, the Redeem component handles the integration between our reward partners and the Silver wallet. We currently have two ways of user redemption. One requires no integration, and the other requires API integration with our partner. In no integration, the partner is only expected to provide us with a list of reward codes. The Redeem service will hold all the reward codes in its inventory and handle its distribution. In API integration, the partners will handle the reward code inventory. Redeem service will make requests to the partner service to retrieve reward code for distribution. Stock availability and listing are determined by the partners. So let's get started to becoming a partner with us. To become a partner, first you will have to download the integration guide. There will be a list of integration guides, so please make sure you download the correct one. Next, register as a Silver partner. To do that, you will just have to fill up the contact form and ensure you check the Razer Silver checkbox. The relevant sandbox credentials will be provided upon successful registration. Thereafter, you'll move on to sandbox integration. We'll work out all the kinks during the sandbox integration, and next is just going live. Let's go through the endpoints you have to integrate with us for the Earn Silver flow. Prior to the integration with Razer Silver, partners have to first integrate with Razer ID, OpenID. Integration with OpenID is mandatory. It is an OAuth 2 integration, and it serves as an alternate public identifier of a user. It is unique between the partner and Razer. The OpenID will be used in all subsequent interactions with Razer Silver API to identify the user. Let's go through some of the integration essentials. Number 1 is security. The partner service IP will be added to Razer Silver allow list. All requests are signed with HMAC to maintain data integrity and security. Next are parameters. This will be provided to you upon successful registration. We have the service code, reward code, and shared key. Service code is how we identify you as a unique partner in the Razer Silver system. Reward code is a tag on the transaction that represents the event or engagement that the transaction is associated to. To put it simply, this is a unique identifier that you will be able to assign to a specific event or engagement that you are currently running. Shared key is a secret key that you'll be using to sign all your requests via HMAC. So make sure you keep it properly and secretly. We shall use Razer Cortex as an example to illustrate the three main Razer Silver API endpoints that you will be integrating with. Number 1 is to get wallet details. Assuming you would like to build an interactive product like Razer Cortex, you will want your user to be able to view their balance on the main page. This endpoint will allow you to do that. Number 2 is authorize credit Silver. To award Silver to a user, you will first need to initiate the credit transaction to validate the predefined Silver amount and authorize the crediting of the Silver. The actual crediting of Silver to the user's wallet is not done here. Lastly, we have the capture credit. This endpoint completes the crediting of the Silver to the user's wallet. If the authorized credit Silver from step 2 is not captured by step 3 within 30 days, it will be automatically voided. Now let's talk about signature. On the left is the code, and on the right is the output. The payload of every request to the Razer Silver API is required to be signed with HMAC. Here's the actual code of how the payload is signed. The entire JSON payload has to be first stringified, and together with the secret key, be used in the HMAC calculation. The result will be a hexadecimal string that will be included in the request header. The next endpoint is retrieve wallet details. On the left, you can see the sample request, and on the right, you can see the sample response. This endpoint allows the partner to pull the user's wallet balance and related info. As you can see, the HMAC calculator is now included in the header x-hmac-hash. Retrieve wallet details is a post request because we generate a new wallet for the user in the event that the user does not have a wallet yet. In this response, you will get data such as whether the wallet was disabled, the user's silver wallet balance, the wallet limit, and how much of the silver is expiring and the expiry date. All dates within our system are UTC. The next endpoint is authorized silver earn. Here is an example of an authorized silver earn request. This endpoint allows us to check and authorize the silver earn request. In the response, you will get data such as an indicator to when earning silver in this transaction will cause the user's silver wallet to exceed its limit, specific details of the reward that is associated with the reward code. Finally, we have the capture silver earn endpoint. The silver earn transaction is captured here, and the user's silver will be credited to their wallet here. The response will contain data such as the silver balance of the user post-crediting of the silver earn, the expiry period of the bonus credits, the generated captured transaction ID, and the specific details of the reward that is associated with the reward code. Let's look at some of our success stories. Our first success story is Gamma Now. Gamma Now is a blockchain mining reward software built to reward users with Razer Silver when their PC is idle. The partnership with us impacted their business positively by an exponential increase of 24% of newly registered users. Daily active users spiked by 63%, and their average cost per user acquisition was only 0.04 cents US dollars. If you are new to Gamma Now and would like to give it a try, follow the URL and get started today. The next success story we have is our very own Razer Cortex. Razer Cortex is a game launcher and system booster that helps to enhance your gaming experience. It also rewards users when they complete certain tasks or missions by integrating with us. Through our collaboration, Razer Cortex managed to attain the following. We are looking forward to many more developers integrating Razer Silver with us. Thank you very much. Handing it over back to Justin.
Again, awesome stuff, Daniel and Daryl. Thank you guys for the great information with regards to Razer Silver and Razer Gold integrations. Now, before we go to the live Q&A, I want to once again remind everyone to use the Slido link below in order to both register and submit your questions for the live Q&A sessions that's about to begin. Now, with that being said, here we go. Thank you everyone for being here with us at Razer DevCon 2021, and I want to welcome you to the first Q&A session we have for the day, revolving around Razer Gold and Razer Silver. In case you missed it, I'm Justin Cooney, Global Director of Business Development Partnerships here at Razer, and with me during this session is Daniel Ong, Associate Director, Engineering Services, Daryl Chew, Associate Manager, Software Engineer, and Jia Liang Voon, Director of Partnerships. Now, with the introductions out of the way, let's kick this off. We'll take the first question is, what's the benefit to using Razer Gold instead of traditional payment methods? And I'm going to hand that over to Voon.
Yes, so the benefits to using Razer Gold instead of traditional payment methods, there's actually a lot of benefits. First of all, the most important one is that as game developers, publishers, all this, you get to monetize globally. And what do I mean by being able to monetize globally and also effectively is that you can actually monetize in emerging markets where credit card penetration is low, regions like Southeast Asia, Latin America, Middle East, and we have a lot of different local payment methods, such as cash over counter at retailers, at convenience stores, where we have the physical gift cards. We also have other local payment methods, such as mobile e-wallets, carrier billing, and internet banking. So the traditional payment methods, like for example, the credit cards will be more effective in developed markets. But if you really want to monetize globally and effectively, well, Razer Gold, we have all the different local payment methods all over the world, and we have more than 5 million channel touch point for users to go to their local retailers to buy Razer Gold over the counter. And one more extremely good benefit is every time a user uses Razer Gold for the payment for the games or for digital products, they will automatically get Razer Silver or loyalty point. So think of it from the user point of view. They play your game, they spend for the game, and then they get Razer Silver, which they can then redeem for Razer products and also third-party products like t-shirts, vouchers, and also games as well. So well, this is actually very good bang for buck and good value for the users. So that's a lot of benefits for using Razer Gold.
Awesome, great benefits. The next question comes from Leah Nash. Will Razer Gold be tradable between accounts? For example, given from one person to another? And Boone, I'm going to hand that over to you again.
Yep. So Razer Gold today is not tradable. There's no peer-to-peer transfer between users. So there's actually we have a lot of reasons why this is so. So first of all, Razer Gold today we have a e-money license in several countries. This means that we are regulated by monetary authorities and central banks around the world. And without peer-to-peer transfer, this is to address the concern from this central banks others on money laundering and also asset value inflation. So so if users they are able to transfer Razer Gold between each other, so this will have a lot of concerns from the central bank. So our e-money license from the central banks do not allow us to do the peer-to-peer transfer.
Great, awesome. Next question, I will not attempt to pronounce the name Venkatesh. Is there any expiration for Razer currency? Boone?
Okay. Any expiry for Razer currency? So I would assume it's a Razer Gold currency. So Razer Gold currency, as long as you're using fiat money, which is real money, cash to pay for Razer Gold, there is no expiry. So that's one. But if you know, Razer, we always do a lot of promotions. We do give bonus Razer Gold. So bonus Razer Gold, where users they get it through promotions. Yes, that will be. We have actually limited time frame for the expiry, ranging from 1 month to 3 months. So in the promotions, usually we will put the terms and condition on the expiry time frame for the bonus Razer Gold. And yeah, sorry. So one, and then because you're mentioning about the Razer currency, just to top up, I mean to add on for Razer Silver. Razer Silver, yes, we do have a 1 year expiry for Razer Silver, the loyalty point.
Awesome, that was what I was going to ask. Great. Next question is from John Robert Carr. Would it be possible to integrate into their mobile game apps, example, an investment type game or RPG game app?
So I can take it, and then probably Daniel can support me on the technical part. In short, yes. So mobile games, Razer Gold, think of Razer Gold as a very, very simple, we are a payment method, payment aggregator. You can use it for mobile games, and then you can RPG game app, no problem. Yes, you can use it just like any other payment methods. And if your game is distributed, you can distribute your APK or file by yourself. We can actually do a SDK integration for your game.
Great. Did you want Daniel to add anything to this?
Yes. So actually, the integration to Razer Gold is simple. You can either use SDK or you can do a server-to-server integration. Yep. So it's simple to integrate, and yes, with that, you can add this Razer Gold payment method into your games very, very soon.
Yep. Perfect. Yes is always a great answer. Great. Next question is from Anthony Ball. Will Gold and Silver be available across all platforms, i.e. HTML5, Windows, macOS, Android, etc.? Boone, do you want to take a first shot at that?
Oh, Daniel?
Okay, I can think over this. Actually, Gold and Silver is available across all platforms. Yep. basically the user does the payment over our website, our payment website. So it can be available in all OS and platforms.
So essentially, it's platform agnostic.
Yes.
Awesome, great. Next question is from Cryptic. Will Razer look into reloading Razer Gold using cryptocurrency coins in the future?
So I think I can take that question. So Razer looked into reloading Razer Gold into cryptocurrency. At this moment, Razer Gold cannot be used to buy cryptocurrencies or rather to work with cryptocurrencies at this moment. So it's actually linked to what I've shared earlier regarding our e-money license from the central banks. So there's a few requirements and also regulations that we need to adhere to. So one of which is that the source of fund has to be verified. We need to know the source of fund is from where. We need to do KYC, know your customer on our users. That means we know who they are, we know where the money is from, and cryptocurrency being on the blockchain technology is actually anonymous. So this will actually be infringing the regulation from the central bank and our e-money license. So at this moment, Razer Gold cannot be used for cryptocurrency, but we are always exploring ways that we can work together on this technology right now.
Awesome. Next question is from John Robert Carr again. If it's possible to integrate Razer Gold, is it a plugin?
Okay, I'll take this. It's possible. Razer Gold can be integrated as a plugin as an SDK, as well as it can be integrated as server-to-server integration as well. Yeah. So we do provide SDK for developers who does not have the time to do a full integration. So we can help them with all this using the SDKs.
Awesome, great. Next question comes from Dylan Ball. How would you go about integrating the coin system, I'm assuming means Razer Silver, into their mobile games?
Maybe I'll take that one. Because the integration can be done through server-to-server integration, like Daniel mentioned. You can actually integrate any platform, so it's available anywhere. So yes, definitely you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Mark McManus. Is Razer looking into integration with any video sharing platforms?
I think I'll take that question. So video sharing, I would assume is also include live streaming. So yes, actually today Razer, I would say Razer Gold is integrated with a lot of different streaming platforms. Actually, Twitch is one of them. We have Bigo, Hello You, and we have a lot more that we're in discussion with. So yeah, quick answer, yes.
Awesome. Next question comes from Anonymous. Are there any requirements for becoming a partner?
I'll take the question. So it's very simple requirement. Just we need you to register a company. It can be a one-man company, can be a small studio. We are fine with it. So as long as you register an entity to work with us, that's the only requirement.
Awesome. Easy. Love it. Next question comes from Cheng Yi Li. Is there a limit to how many IPs a partner can ask to be added to the Razer's whitelist? I.e., can it be a range of IPs?
Okay, I'll take this. There's no limit on how many IPs a partner can request to add into our whitelist. And yes, we can add. It can be a range of IP address.
Awesome. Fantastic. Next question is, if someone spends Razer Silver in in-game items from gold they spent in other places, how do I ensure that I still make money on the in-game purchasables?
Silver. Okay, I'm not sure whether am I understanding the question correctly. If someone spends the silver in the in-game item, because
Go ahead.
Yeah, so for in-game items currently, Razer Gold is the payment method. So Razer Silver cannot really be used to buy in-game item at this moment. So yeah, that's it.
But I think in general, it goes down to if you earn Razer Silver by spending gold in one place, you can still use Razer Silver elsewhere. It's just a matter of where the Razer Silver can be spent, i.e., the reward store for Razer Silver. So they're not. You don't have to spend Razer Silver only on things that you spent Razer Gold on, or that type of stuff. Awesome. Is that good for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Next question: is there a limit for API calls for transactions? I guess Daniel may take a stab at this one.
All right. There is no hard limit on the number of API calls for transactions, but if you call it too fast, too furious, then yes, there will be a rate limit from our servers. This is to prevent DDoS attack as well. Yep.
And a follow-up question: how long does the integration take?
Okay, I'll take the Razer Gold. So for Razer Gold, it usually takes about a week to integrate. The integration, the development work takes around 2 to 3 days. Then the rest will actually be more on testing and getting the bug fixing and stuff. So for Razer Silver, I'll hand over to Daryl.
Yeah, so in the case of Silver, it's about the same time frame. I would say maybe a little more on the testing side, just to be sure that there are no kinks before we go live. Actually, most of our partners can actually integrate within less than a week, actually, because it's the integration spec is quite easy to follow. We haven't had much issues with that with our partners.
Awesome, great. Next question is from Rafael Piera. Does Razer plan to establish more partnerships regarding Razer Gold? And if yes, where can we expect to use it more?
For sure, we plan to establish more partnerships regarding Razer Gold. So today, if you go to go.razer.com, you can see that most of our catalog products there are games. We do have live, entertainment content like streaming, ebooks, e-comics, others. So we really plan to establish more partnerships for Razer Gold. We want to onboard as many contents as we can. We want to help developers and support developers to get their games and their entertainment content out in the world, especially in emerging markets as well.
So next question is from Anonymous. It's similar to what was asked before, but for clarity, can silver be used to purchase in-game items?
So I think that first, so maybe Daryl, you can come in later. So technically, yes, but at this moment, silver is more like a loyalty point where it's being used to redeem. The in-game product can be put on our silver catalog to be redeemed. So Razer Gold as a payment, Razer Silver as a loyalty point.
Great, awesome, okay. Is there a cost for partners to integrate with Razer? And thank you, Carol, for the question.
Sure. So at this moment, there's actually no real cost to integrate with Razer Gold. I would assume, Razer Gold. So so it's no cost. Just go ahead. We'll help all the games and developers, all this.
Awesome. Question is from Victor. When would this become available? He means Razer Gold payments.
We are live right now. So maybe I just share a little bit more about Razer Gold. So Razer Gold, we actually launched back in 2017 March, and so we actually live globally, and then in 2018 we acquired a global payment company called MOL, and right now today we are all over the world, developed markets, emerging regions, you name it, we're really there. So we're live right now.
Awesome. Next question is from Anonymous. How do players earn silver by playing their game?
So there's actually, this will be our Razer software. We call it the Razer Cortex. We have the PC and also the mobile, Cortex PC, Cortex mobile. So as a developer, do reach out to us where we can feature your game on, if it's a PC game, we'll feature it on a Cortex PC, and mobile game feature it on Cortex mobile. And then there's two things. So users, once they install the game, they will get Razer Silver, and this will drive user acquisition for your game. And the other one is when they launch the game through Cortex, they'll get additional Razer Silver as well. And this will drive user engagement for your games.
Awesome. Great.
So yeah, in short, just reach out to us.
Perfect. Next question is from John Robert Cargan. What type of game development do you guys allow for integration? I.e., are there any limits?
So there's no real limits that we do at this moment. So all games, we are really fine with working on all games.
Great. Next one's from Victor Burgess. Would Razer be willing to offset localization costs to developers if they implement Razer Gold?
So coming back to Razer Gold, actually Razer Gold, we are really more of a payment aggregator. But being Razer, we always want to support our partners, game developers like yourself. So what we can do is Razer Gold today, as we mentioned, just like Justin mentioned, we are operating in 19 different local currencies. So the 19 different local currencies, we do localize them. So when we feature your game, we put your game on go.razer.com, we do localize the text or this on the Razer Go website. And second part is we will always do regular promotions like Razer hardware giveaway. Sometimes we can do discount vouchers or this. So when we do the promotions, we send out all the promotions to our users or this. We do localize the promotions as well. So that will be covered by us.
Great. Next question is there a mechanism for gold refunds? Boone?
Daniel?
Yes, we do have refunds for reloads. If you reload with a payment channel, and we are able to refund it to your payment method if the payment method allows. And yeah.
Okay. Next question is from Evincer. Is it possible to withdraw Razer Gold as cash again?
So a very short answer, no, because it's back to our e-money license. So Razer Gold, first of all, cannot be transferred between users and cannot be cashed out. So I just go a little bit technical on this. Razer Gold is a closed loop ecosystem whereby users just use Razer Gold as a payment for the games, and then it will stop there.
Great. Next question is from Anthony Ball. I wrote a Razer Chroma plugin for Getaros Mobile. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'd like to make another for Gold and Silver. Will a web interface be available like there currently is for Razer Chroma?
I'd like to make another. Okay, so there isn't a web interface for Razer Gold. However, that if you are doing a mobile applications, we do have a SDK for the Android APK. Yeah. So currently, so in short, currently we do have a web interface like what Chroma has for Razer Gold. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Next question is, are there any plans to add more ways to earn Razer Silver?
Yeah, for sure. So there's a lot. We do have a content roadmap to add more ways to earn silver. So just to recap a little bit on the different ways that we can earn silver. So right now, the method that most of our users that we see are earning silver is actually by spending Razer Gold to earn Razer Silver. But of course, there are other ways, like just I mentioned about playing games and launching the games through Razer Cortex. Is what we call the pay-to-play program. Users, they don't have to spend anything, they'll get free Razer Silver. And also head over to our Razer Insider forum and then participate in the forum, you get free Razer Silver. And one more is to actually verify your Razer Gold account, a Razer ID, and then you get more silver as well. And along the way, we have a lot of exciting plans working with partners to add more ways to earn Razer Silver.
Awesome, great. Next question is, how do we set up Razer Gold to purchase our game?
Okay, take this. Okay, so first you need to sign up as a partner for Razer Gold. Definitely. Then you can get a developer to study our API specifications and can start working on the integration with Razer Gold while the agreement is being sorted out. Right. Then once the integration is done, you can start testing in our sandbox environment. And once all the testing is complete, and the agreement is signed, and yes, the Razer Gold payment method will be live on your game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Next question is, can we use Razer Gold for in-game purchases?
Sure, definitely we can use. So actually that's the main purpose for Razer Gold to support the games for in-game purchases. So yeah, so that's really what we are here for.
Actually, maybe I can add on a little from the technical side. Actually, when a partner wants to integrate it with us, they actually have a choice of how they want to integrate with us as well. We have quite a few different integration methods, and most of the time they will choose the one that's most convenient for them. We also do sometimes customize for the customer, for the partner if required as well. So there really are no limits, as in we are always working on improving our integration methods as well and improving them. So if you have a better integration method, it is also very welcome to share with us, and we can look into it.
Great. Next question comes from Mr. Garbage Gamer. Why is there a fee for redeeming Razer Silver on a product that is separate from the shipping, of course?
So I think I'll take that question. So I would assume the fee you're talking about is the Razer Silver fee. So so that is actually deducted from Razer Silver. So so yeah, I'm not sure that what fee are you is this question referring to, but most of our products is just deducting the Razer Silver as fee. Yeah.
Next question comes from Luke Peacock. Is Razer Gold going to be usable for in-game purchases or trading?
Sure. So in-game purchases, yes, it's already live. We really want to work with all of you out there in the whole world. And for trading, no. So we don't. Razer Gold cannot be used for trading or peer-to-peer transfer.
Okay. Next question is from XB. Will Razer Gold be available for use in restaurants or for fashion products?
Okay. So Razer Gold today, we can be used only for digital products. So it cannot be used for fashion products or any physical products. So this actually is tying back to some of the regulations that we have to adhere to. So if it's a physical products, there's a users. So think of it this way: users they use Razer Gold to buy a physical product. They can sell it to their friends or to someone anonymous, and in a way, it's a form of cash out. And then there's also the chance for asset value inflation. So yeah, so they cannot be used for physical products like fashion products or this.
Excellent. Next question comes from Eris Bloms. Will there be a way to exchange Razer Silver for Razer Gold?
Yes. So from time to time, so do keep a lookout at our Razer Silver catalog, because we refresh our Razer Silver catalog quite often. So different times we will actually put Razer Gold pin on the Razer Silver catalog. So yes.
Great answer. Next one is anonymous. Are there any bonus things you get by becoming a partner?
Oh, there's a lot. So other than just now we mentioned about monetizing in globally, especially in emerging markets, we believe a lot in marketing. We believe a lot in supporting our partners like you guys. So what we do is that at our cost, we will always come into support in terms of marketing. For example, media ad buys, the Facebook ads, the Google ads, giving your users Razer hardware. So if they spend for the game, they stand a chance to win Razer hardware, whereby we will do the fulfillment and we'll ship the products over to them. And then we can work on a lot of other things, EDMs, social media. So we are really, I would say, we will pull the whole power of the Razer group to come in to support your games. Very different from other payment providers.
Awesome. Next question is, can you use Razer Gold to buy things on Amazon.com?
So this is actually related to one of the previous questions. So not at this moment, because Amazon.com has a lot of physical products, and it will address the issues about asset inflation and also cashing out.
Awesome. Next question is, will users be able to trade silver rewards for gold currency, specifically in-app purchases?
So I think this is actually similar to the previous question. So we do from time to time, we do put Razer Gold pins on the Razer Silver catalog. So users, they can use their Silver to redeem for Razer Gold as well.
Question comes in from Emily B. How do the offline kiosks for Razer Gold work? Are there any benefits versus an online payment system?
So very good question. So I want to take a little bit more time on this question. So first of all, at the offline kiosks, retailers such as supermarkets and convenience stores. So the flow will be a typical user goes to the let's say convenience store. They'll be able to take our physical gift card they can see over here. Then they take it off the racks. They pay cash over counter, and then behind the our physical gift cards, there's our it's a scratch code that they can get a pin and top up into our Razer Gold wallet, or use it for the game directly. So this is one of the method for offline. The second method is they can also go to the same counter and tell the cashier that, hey, I want to buy Razer Gold. And the POS machine at the counter, the point of sales machine at the counter, they will be able to print out a receipt with our Razer Gold pin, which they can use for the games and entertainment products. So this is a huge benefit to monetize emerging markets like Southeast Asia, Latin America, and Middle East, where users, they don't have credit card, and in certain countries they are actually unbanked. They don't have bank accounts. So this is a huge advantage over the traditional online payment methods.
Awesome. Now, it looks like we are running out of time, so I want to take this opportunity and thank everyone for submitting all their questions. As a reminder, we will be posting the entire segment on our developer portal after the event, as well as answering all the questions that we were unable to get to during this segment. Now, before we move on to the next segment, I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for the questions and our great partners such as Devolver Digital, Gearbox Entertainment, IGDA, Modern Wolf, Tripwire, Microsoft, Xbox, Xsola, and Yeelight. So with that said, on to the next.